In this video, we'll go over logical operators. We have already looked at relational operators. They are equal operator, not equal, less than, greater than, less than or equal to, or greater than or equal to operators. And we have used them in conditional statements. Now we'll look at logical operators in C++. There are three logical operators. The AND operator, represented by two ampersands. The OR operator, represented by two straight lines, that is on the right hand side of your keyboard, and then the NOT operator, which is represented by exclamation mark. When we have two operands such as A and B and we AND them together, the result will be true if both A and B are true. Otherwise, the result of ANDing them will be false. When we have two operands A and B and we OR them together, the result will be true in all cases except when both A and B are false. If both of them are false, the result will be false. And the result of negating an operand, for example, not of false, will be true, and not of true will be false. An expression such as this one, 6 less than or equal to 4, well, 6 is not less than or equal to 4, so this expression is false, but when you not it, it becomes. All right, now let's go to Visual Studio and do some experimentation. Here, I'm going to generate two random numbers, so I'm going to use the command srand times 0. Again, that creates a seed. That seed is used to generate different numbers every time I run the program. Here are the two integer numbers. Number 1, I'm going to assign to it a random number between 0 and 99, or between 0 and 100, excluding 100. Similarly, I'm going to create another variable and place a random number between 0 and 99 in that one as well. Let's look at relational operator. This is how you check to see if a number is even. Check to see if a num1 is even. The way you do that, here is the conditional statement. You basically take num1 and mod it with 2, and if the result is 0, that means that the number is even. Let me just place some space in here. So if a number divided by 2 has remainder of 0, then that number is going to be even. And right here you can actually place cout num1 and then the text is even. Right? If that's the case. Or we can actually place an else clause in there as well, and line. Otherwise, else, we can write cout num1 is odd. So that's how you check to see whether a number is odd or even. You mod it with 2. Now the same modular operation can be used to see whether a number is multiple of another number. For example, if you want to check to see, check if num2 is a multiple of 3, for example. If you want to do that, you'll say, okay, if num2 mod 3 is equal to 0, that basically says, if that's the case, it says that number 2 is multiple of 3. If that's the case, cout num2 is a multiple of 3. So that's how you can check to see whether one number is multiple of another number. You mod the first number against the second number and see whether the result is 0. Right? Now let's do some logical operator. Let's see whether a number that is generated is basically a multiple of 2 and a multiple of 3. Is num1, let's say, a multiple of 2 and 3 both. For example, 6 is a multiple of 2, 6 is a multiple of 3 as well. So here as we do it, if num1 mod 2 is equal to 0, that means that it is multiple of 2, and num1 is a multiple of 3. If that's also equal to 0, then you're all set. You've checked it. Notice the AND operator in the middle. And cout, we can give the message num1 is a multiple of 2 and 3. Again, as I said, something like 6 or 12, right? End line. In the next statement, let's see whether is number 1 a multiple of 2 or 3. Right? Let's do something like this. Is num1 a multiple of 2 or 3? Either one, not necessarily both. So here is we are going to use the or operator. If num1 mod 2 is equal to 0 or 2 straight lines, or num1 mod 3 equals to 0, then you would say cout num1 is a multiple of 2 or 3 or both, right? In that case also the OR operator will kick in, right? The OR operator will give you false if both are false. So let's run this and try different things. We probably want to also print out the numbers as well. So once the two numbers are generated, we're going to print them out. Cout, let's say num1 is equal to, let's see what that number is going to be for us. There's num1. And num2 is equal to num2. End line. So we have the two numbers. They will be displayed, and then we'll check it. So let's place an end line here as well, and end this. System, pause, and return 0. We'll run this. Let's make sure that this project is active, and we'll run it. The output is here. So the two numbers that we have, the system generated for us, two integers between 0 and 99, is 19 and 32. The only conditional statement that actually kicked in was the fact that we checked to see whether the number was odd or even. The first one, line 14, is num1 even? Obviously it isn't, so the 19 is an odd number that's generated. Is number 2, num2, which is 32, is it a multiple of 3? No, it is not. So this statement number 21 did not print out. Then condition 23, is num1 a multiple of 2? Num1 is not a multiple of 2. And num1, just the fact that num1 is not multiple of 2, then this condition will fail because it's an AND. For AND, we have to have both true. So that's kind of a short circuit type of a thing that's taking place here. And finally, condition is num1 even or num1 a multiple of 3. Neither one is true. So that's correct. Only 19 is odd will be printed. Let's try one more time. I'm going to run one more example here. All right, so in this case we have number 1 is 20 and number 2 is 77. These are the two numbers that are generated. Number 1, 20 is even. That's good. And it says number 1 is a multiple of 2. That's good. Or 3 or both. So in this particular case, number 1 is a multiple of 2. It's either multiple of 2 or 3 or both. In this case, multiple of 2.